Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Speed Tutorials, and today we are going over more stuff to make your material building faster and to make it run, not really run smoother, but just make your flow smoother while you're making materials. So last episode, we made a really basic material here, just using textures, a panner, and a function that we made just for this. So today we are gonna go ahead and get into more material work. I know materials get really boring, I'm sorry, but they're the basis of everything we do here, so that's why I want to get through it and teach you guys more about it. So inside of our master, we're gonna create a new folder. It's called curves, and we're gonna learn about curves and how these work. Curves are amazing for getting quick colors. So curves here, boom, we got that. Alright, so we're gonna create a curve. So whenever you find a curve, you're gonna want this. You want the first one. The second one does not work in UEFN, so you just want the linear color. And we're gonna name this blue. I guess we'll do dark. We'll do orange to purple. Orange to purple. Alright, let's quickly get this done. So whenever you open it up, this is what you see. You see one line, and you see all these different colors up here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get our left color. I'm gonna make it a dark, or we'll do a darker orange. Then we're gonna make our right color a lighter purple. And what you'll see is you don't even gotta touch those lines; they automatically adjust to the colors you add. And if you want to add more colors, just tap up here. You can go through, go crazy, add more colors, do whatever you want. But in my case, I only want 2, so we'll go ahead, we'll save this, and then we'll go ahead, we'll make another curve. I'm just gonna Control C V it, rename it to I'm just gonna do quickly curve 2. All right, and this one will be, I want to have a dark blue to a light blue, because that'll work pretty well for what I'm doing. And then we'll go ahead and make another one real fast, and it'll automatically update to curve 3. And we'll have this go from a dark red from here, or I guess it's more of a dark orange. We want red, or dark red to a vibrant red. I guess we'll have a good orange, that's fine. So boom, there we go. We got 3 different curves here. Next thing you want to do, you want to create atlas. This is how you put all the curves together, and this is how it pulls from it in the material. We'll call this basic curves. So inside of here, you'll see a lot of stuff here. All you really gotta do, turn off square resolution, set this to 3. The height is how many curves you put in here, and we'll disable all these adjustments. Now we'll press that 3 times, because that's the limit you have since we set it to 3. We'll do that. We'll do curve 2, and we'll do curve 3. So we have all of our curves in here. They're ready to go. Control S on that. Make sure it's saved up. So yeah, it'll look a little funny, I know, but that just shows you that it has all these different curves in that atlas. So we'll just go ahead. We'll create a new function here, and we'll call this curves, or mf underscore curves. There we go. So inside here, I'm gonna delete the default output, and we'll go ahead. We'll grab something called a curve atlas row. We'll go ahead and have this be our orange. And the way this works is you set up your atlas, which is right here, and I'm gonna get my orange to purple. And as you can see, by default, the color is orange. But if I do another one, I want the purple color. I'll come over here. I'll do purple, and then I'll add a time to this, and I'm gonna name this purple time. And we'll set this to 1, because that's the max we can do. And that'll give us our purple. So boom, we have 2 different colors that fast, just off of what we did. And we don't gotta go through and keep changing it or nothing like that. And then we'll go ahead and we will multiply these together to give us a nice little red. Or another thing we can do is we can do our linear gradient. This will give us a gradient. Get our lerp, a V gradient. We'll plug this to top, plug this to bottom. And as you'll see, we have a nice gradient. So then what we can do with this is we can get an output, our output right here, and we'll call this purple orange gradient. Plug that one in, boom, we have an output here. Sweet. So just like that, you use curves to make a gradient color, or you can use that for this simple color as well. Now I think we'll go ahead and use our other ones. We'll get another. I'm just gonna Control C in this over here. Well, actually, I can't do that because it's gonna mess stuff up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna call this light blue. And go ahead and grab another one here. We'll name this dark blue. Boom. There we go. Okay. So now we got 2 new ones ready to go. Do the same thing here. We'll get the same atlas since all of our colors are in here. We'll get a curve 2. And same with this one. We'll get that. We'll get our curve 2. Drop these down. And I'm just gonna grab I'm gonna make another one, blue time. Oh, I can't type today. There we go. So this one, I'll make it the cyan, and then we'll go ahead and lerp these together using this again. We'll drag down there, light blue to dark blue. Nice little gradient, and then we'll get another function output and call this blue gradient. We'll set this 1, and boom. So as you can see, we have 2 gradients quickly set up, ready to go. And now we'll come in here, we'll make a new material. M_curves is what I'm gonna call it. For the example here, we'll drop this in, hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, I apologize for that. We'll keep going now. So we have these 2 gradients here. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get a texture in here. I'll import a brand new one because I don't want to use that one. Assets, textures. I'm gonna get caustic for this one. I'm gonna get my chilled caustics. And then we're gonna go ahead and have this pan. Grab a texture coordinate. And then an append. Speed X. Speed Y. I'm gonna set this 0.5. Plug all that in. Lerp. RGBA. I'm gonna get my purple orange gradient. Look at that here. We can start previewing it, and we got a pretty nice looking thing right there. I think 0.5 is a little too fast. I'm gonna do 0.2. There we go. So it starts like orange at the bottom, and it goes up to that. And now what I want to do over here is I want to make this actually translucent. I'm gonna make this unlit by default. And I'm gonna do what are we gonna do? We're gonna do a add by 0 into a multiply by 2. We're gonna drag red into that. This will be our mask. And there we go. Opacity. And to make an emissive color, all we're gonna do is I'm gonna make this have a little bit of glow on it. So I'm gonna add some power. Or actually I might just multiply it and throw it in there. So if we plug this in here and we stop previewing that, we will see our material right here. And then we'll multiply this, or we'll set param called glow. Or, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Glow, there we go. Set this to 1. If I go up to 5, it should make it glow more. 50. You can see, it's just glowing more and more. But then if you want to have a real glow, we'll add a static switch here, which this gives us the option to turn on and off stuff. We'll call this glow. And then if false, we'll have it go to that. We'll plug that in here. It's going to throw us an error because I don't have a top one. Up here, we'll do a power with the time, with the bright glow. Set this to 1. Plug that in there. And then what we're going to do is lerp this, plug that to alpha, plug this to B, plug this to true. And if I set this to true, much brighter glow compared to this one. But then if we set this like 500, we'll also get that really bright glow effect by default. But another thing I like to do with these, I like to multiply the default value, which is this. If I have it down to 5, I like to multiply it by another value, which is make this M value here. I like to multiply it by 5 most of the time, so that will make it go faster. That'd be 25, so if I set this to 50, we'll get really bright glow automatically without having to change to a really high number. So yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do with these. And honestly, I prefer the second glow. I need to start getting the habit of doing that, because the first one, once you load up a session, it will not work very well. So yeah. With that done, we have a really cool effect now. If I come over here, select this, and drag my texture onto that, boom. There it is. Using curves. We have a really cool one right here. The glow does kind of ruin the gradient effect, but that's fine. And if you really want to make it even more gradient and pop out, we can actually multiply the gradient effect to be a little bit stronger here. Let's say 5, maybe 15. And you can see it's much stronger, and now our glow value is too high because of how bright the color automatically becomes. But yeah, that is a simple function right there, and then you can go through, comment it, all that. But yeah, that's curves inside UEFN. We already covered it. A bigger one right there, because curves can get really confusing, or they can be scary whenever you open it up and you just see all this. So yeah, there we go, guys. That's our lesson over curves. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Super fast, super easy, nothing too crazy. And yeah, I am gonna catch you guys in the next one. See ya.